It's your boy Nick back again with another video.
I'm taking deep breaths and that.
Didn't hit the beat, like. Yeah, back again with the usual suspects.
Where's Nid? I think he's got a cold.
Literally the usual.
Right.
So,
He went to the Liverpool game yesterday, innit? Watched them play Shrewsbury, innit?
Yeah,
so he's probably got a cold from that. But you got us three today. What's the topic of discussion today, Nashan?
No, go on, Nick. He's
got something on his chest. He wants to let off.
This is just a question,
Yeah.
Is the Premier League?
Yeah, go on.
It's an argument. Is the Premier League right now the worst it's ever been in the past? Let's just say, I don't know.
Or in the past year?
No.
15, 20 years or something.
2 decades.
No, well, yeah,
2
20,
decades.
yeah.
Do you believe that?
He does.
I generally think this is the worst
Premier League ever?
Premier League. The standard right now is awful.
Mm-hmm.
I think the year that rivals it is the year that obviously Leicester won the league.
Yeah.
And everyone was pretty bad then as well.
Yeah.
But I think this year, I think that year was just like a random. I think Chelsea had good players, they just didn't perform.
What, in that season? Well,
Yeah.
the year Mourinho got sacked, didn't it?
Yeah. I think we had good players.
Yeah.
We were just playing bad. But now I think Chelsea's squad, obviously we had a transfer ban, is not great.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal's squads, other than a couple of players, is
Terrible.
pretty crap.
Yeah.
City got a good squad,
Unbelievable squad.
but their back line is awful.
Yeah.
Obviously, Liverpool doing bits.
Yeah.
But I think everyone is so like Arsenal are 10th, Chelsea are 4th, but we've lost like 8 games or something silly.
Yeah.
Like I just think the standard is just awful this year.
Go on, you go first.
Well, thank you. Where I see it is, I think I get the meat of your point. Is like the quality of the individual teams as a whole.
Yeah.
It's like you feel like a little bit left, like, bruv, like, is this really Arsenal? Is this really Chelsea?
Yeah.
Like the individual players. But I think the league is strong in the sense that, bro, you the historic top 4 teams may have got weaker, but the Premier League, if you're saying the Premier League, I feel like, bro, Wolves. Like the rise of Wolves, like teams like that. Look at Leicester. Like it was like historically when Arsenal were dominant, Chelsea were dominant, United, it was a top 4 by default.
And that was it.
Yeah.
The gulf between the top 4 and the rest, it was such a huge gulf. Right now, it
was only what order they finished in.
Yeah.
But now you got 6 trying to go into 4, and now you got, like, if you include Leicester, you got 7 now. Like Tottenham weren't really, as an Arsenal fan, you could think 6 points in North London derbies.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Because Tottenham weren't a thing, but now, obviously, you got to think about Tottenham, you got to think about Leicester, Man City have now obviously come into it in the past like 5-6 years. Like the league as a collective, I think. But we even got like bits like, when would you ever see back in the day, like newly promoted teams sitting 5th and 6th on the table? It wouldn't happen because there wasn't the money. Like back then, like the TV rights and everything with the Premier League. If you get into the Premier League, the money's mad. And you see these little teams, like Everton spending 50 M's on Richarlison, like a couple of years ago.
Everton afforded to decline.
Yeah, because they got the money.
85 million for
But
Richarlison.
Everton getting Don Carlo. Do you know,
85 million.
Do you know what I mean? Like the league, I think the teams outside the top 4 have got money now, and that if for Everton, like I said, to attract Carlo Ancelotti, but that's a big thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like the league as a whole, 100%. I don't think it's worse off. But I get your point about the big teams.
I think we're making we've always had the Wolves, but time ago that was Everton. Like them teams have just changed.
Yeah, but the point is that I think remember Aston Villa. Do you remember Aston Villa like in 2012 when they had the Bon Lahore, Young?
Yeah, but now
they had a great season under Martin O'Neill. Like, but it was one season, and you'd get that one team that have a great one season. But now, me and Nash are saying it's like a confirmed 6. It's like the 4's. Yeah, the 4's been born into 6, and now you've got teams like Leicester and Wolves, but almost making it a top 8. But look, like I said, Arsenal are 10th. All these teams are above them.
I think that's partly to do with other teams. There's a bit more money in it. I don't really think the quality of the teams below has gotten a bit better because of the money.
Yeah.
But I think it's also due to the squad, the top 4, their squads have gotten so bad this season in particular that we've dropped down to that level.
But I think I think the top four. The reason
Like, let's just say Arsenal's strongest squad, like when you lot was dominant, Chelsea. Like if Chelsea had like a typical Chelsea strong squad, a typical Arsenal strong squad, you lot wouldn't. You wouldn't be. Well, Chelsea lost 8 games.
Yeah, but that's because they're playing against better teams.
No, because we're playing with bloody Christensen at centre back, bloody Mason Mount, Cam, and Tammy Abraham up front. And
I think a lot of it is a decline. I think a lot of it is down to managers as well. But Emery is a poor manager at Arsenal. Like Lampard's not proving yet. Solskjaer is diabolical. So I think the manager has also contributed because back in the day you had Wenger, Mourinho, Ferguson.
That's to my point. That's to my point. The Premier League is getting worse.
No, but that's down to a couple of individual teams. As a collective 20 teams, Wolves are not getting worse. They're getting better. Leicester are getting better.
Aston Villa, newly promoted, they're on bits, bro.
Sheffield, where's Sheffield?
But
where's Sheffield?
But Aston Villa are doing well. And
Sheffield, I think, are top 10. I think Sheffield, they just got promoted.
Villa are 17th.
But where's Sheffield?
They're up high, yeah. They're a good team.
It's like my point. You know what I'm saying? So that just proves then that surely the quality of football is getting better. That's because it's not as dominant as the top four like Arsenal. That's why you may think that. But as football, as kind of a collective 20 teams, I think it's improving, fam.
Yeah, but okay.
Leicester won the league.
I think your point should be rephrased.
But let's just say the teams up here and the teams below, and there was a gulf. I think it's gone like this. Hasn't gone like this. The bottom teams have come up here. They've gotten a bit better and we've gotten worse. We're going like this.
But that's part of National's point is that the big
just
clubs
it's more competitive don't mean that the league's better.
Yeah, but for me, that's down to the fact that we've had Arsenal haven't had a good manager since prime Wenger. Solskjaer, Man United haven't had a good manager since Ferguson, so obviously it's going to decrease. If Ferguson was still there, Man United would not be in a position.
This is my point. Exactly.
But that's not down to the league. That's not down to that's down to the individual team making it competitive. You know
but it's like, look, you haven't. Chelsea's gotten worse. United's gotten worse. Bloody.
Yeah, but you guys shouldn't have got worse because you guys championship managers ridiculously.
But does that mean that the league's got worse, or the top 4 teams, or the orthodox teams, if you want to say, like have got worse? Like the big 4 have got worse. I don't think the league's got worse.
Yeah, you can't say the league. For me, the league is too brash.
We've always had these Sheffield United. There's just been a different name. When you look to it's Everton. We've had these teams that are getting these points. They're not. These lower teams are not getting points that are.
But back in the day, you wouldn't expect Everton to go to Anfield and get 2-0 win. You wouldn't expect that. But Burnley are going to Old Trafford and winning 2-0.
Yeah,
that's because United are crap.
Yeah, but Burnley are getting. But
that's not the point. Burnley are going to Old Trafford and getting a clean sheet. They're getting a clean sheet.
Yes, but it's like you said,
the picture of dreams.
It's happening. But next week, United could go beat them 4-0. Like, bro, United are crap.
Bro, I think Nick's. I think you might have opened a big tap here. I think what you're saying, bro. The more and more you're saying, because bro, it's actually
to my ankles,
you're phrasing it in a sense saying. Just because it's got more competitive doesn't mean it's better. You're saying it's got more competitive because the bigger teams are more shit than what you would expect them to be, and you're saying that the bottom half of the table teams have always been there. But instead of it going like Arsenal, City, all of them man being here and the rest going up,
that's not happening.
You're saying it's gone down, and these men are staying.
These men are still the quality of football is getting better because you see. Back in the day, it might have been, I'll just go down the wing and cross it, or Roy did that throw. Like, you've got things like Wolves playing better football.
If there was a title race, if Man City were actually in the title race, I don't think this would be a debate. I don't think it would even be a debate.
Ooh.
It wouldn't be a debate.
So you say it's just
but it depends what way it is.
But if City were 2 points behind Man City, Liverpool right now, this wouldn't be a debate.
Yeah, but it depends what way you do it.
But because there's such a huge gap in Liverpool and everyone else,
yeah, but listen,
I thought it might seem like that.
If Liverpool had lost 6 games and they were where Man City are because they had lost 6 games, then it's bad.
No. But if City didn't lose 6 games again,
but they have.
I'm saying if they didn't lose, the reverse point.
Yeah.
If City were as familiar as last season, then City would be neck and neck with Liverpool, and it'd be a title.
Yeah, because last season a lot of people were saying this is the best Premier League ever.
Exactly.
This is the best Premier League title
ever. 2 teams.
Back then. That's what I'm saying. But now your point is like 2 teams can suddenly make a league better.
But no,
rather than the 18.
Yeah, but that's because City have had injuries. That's what I'm saying. If Laporte does not get injured, Man City are going to be there.
You don't know this though.
No, but no. Listen. Nash is saying, yeah.
Nash is saying if this is a big one. If City were better,
Yeah,
it'd be different, but they're not.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, listen, is that last season, what Nash is trying to put out there happened. It was a 2-horse race.
Yeah.
That was the
and
two
last
teams.
season, I wouldn't have said this is the worst Premier
Yeah.
League.
So, but that's that. But thank you, because then you can't just say because Man City aren't dominant, it doesn't make the rest of the league a good quality league just because you're
Okay, but
relying on
last
one
year,
team.
Chelsea lost 8 games all year.
Yeah.
This year we've lost 8 games already.
Yeah, but your point is that you're literally basing it on if Liverpool had a direct title rival in terms of points, the league would automatically be better. No, don't talk about Chelsea. Talk about you. That's literally your point. You said if Man City were competitive, the league would be better. You can't just base it. You can't just say the league would be good if it was a 2-horse title race. And disregard the other 18 teams.
No, but I said it would still be a bad league, but it's not as bad as this one. I'm not saying it's such a sick league, but this year, because there is no title race and all these teams are so bad, this year is so bad. It's not like last year I was saying it was sick because there was a title race. Yeah. It was more entertaining to watch.
But then I've got something to counteract this. Then, if you're saying the Premier League is worse now than it has been back in the past, the current Champions League winners and Club World Championship winners are English. Yeah. 2 English teams in the final of the Champions League last year. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know how.
Yeah, but it's happened. Yeah, and. Now look at when Barcelona was at their prime and you had Real Madrid. Remember the FIFA Team of the Years? You wouldn't get a Premier League player near it. You would not get a Premier League player near it. Yeah, it was La Liga.
Maybe the Bayern Munich.
Yeah, Philip Lahm and Neuer. That was it. Do you know what I mean? A Philip Lahm and Neuer. That's the best that you was getting. And but look at now you have Trent, you have Robertson, you have Alisson, you have Van Dijk, you have Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, so you have Kante.
I know he's in it, but I don't know why Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You have players like obviously Hazard's season last year. He could have been in there. You had players like Sterling, Aguero. You got the individual players right now. I think are closer to them being as good as in their position as anyone in the world. Do you know what I mean? The best centre back in the world plays in the Premier League. The best midfielder in the world plays in the Premier League. The best goalkeeper in the world plays in the Premier League. One of the best strikers of his generation plays in the Premier League. So you can't say the league's got poor when we're probably one of the best, still the best league in Europe.
No, but my question is: this one of the worst Premier Leagues we've ever watched in the last 20 years? It's yes.
Yeah, I think you can say that. I agree, but you can't say this is the worst league ever. That was the original point. I'm gonna put a screenshot of the message in the chat.
Not the message. Just whatever question I asked to this guy. Yeah. Is the Premier League right now the worst it's ever been?
Yes.
I generally think this is the worst
Premier League ever.
Premier League, the standard right now is awful.
I think there is definitely grounds to say, yeah, you know what? I hear you. And I was sitting here thinking, bro, you know what? Bro, yeah, I actually hear what you're saying. When you was doing this thing with your hands, I get it.
Makes sense.
I got it. But you're I don't know why you're so stubborn. I don't know why you're in a bad mood. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with you, but you've not actually understood any of the points me and
I understand what you,
and you've not said, yeah, you know what? But you know what? Actually,
I have said that. I do get it.
You didn't take on my point that the spine of the best team in the world play in the Premier League. You didn't take on my point that you didn't take on my point that you didn't take on the point that 4 has now evolved into a 6 and potentially a 7 or an 8, like seasons have gone past. You haven't taken on the point that the FIFA Team of the Years used to just be Premier League players couldn't get a look in, but now, Premier League players dominate it. You didn't look along with my point that Champions League winning manager with Real Madrid now manages Everton. The league can't have got worse because the best manager in the league, even though the best managers might be managed, the best clubs might be managed by former players, but you still have Klopp, Mourinho, Pep, and Ancelotti in one league.
Ancelotti said for that.
But he's in the league though. He's in the league. It doesn't matter what he's in the league for. Like your reasons about injuries.
He's not in the league for quality. He's in the league for the bread.
But he brings quality. He's going to He's going to improve Everton. He's going to be better than Duncan Ferguson, regardless. So Everton are going to be a better team. So you can't say what his agenda is, but he's still in the league. That's the point. So you got the managers, yeah. Just because they're not all managing, just because none of those managers manage Arsenal, Chelsea, United, you can't say, bruv, they ain't good managers or good players or good teams in the league. The league's evolved in a different way. And because you're a Chelsea fan, you don't like where you're sitting. I'm an Arsenal fan, I don't like where I'm sitting. And United fans, of course, they're not going to like where they're sitting. It's not fair to say, bruv, you know what, the league's shit because my team's shit. I think that's where you're coming from. You can't just look at it through like a prism, like, bro. You know what?
I do get the point.
I got tunnel vision, bro.
Get the point.
Top 4's shit, the league shit. I'm not gonna watch it.
No,
But Liverpool are so exceptionally good that is obviously colouring your vision a bit, and then you don't want to accept the fact that, bro, my team ain't as good and other teams around me shouldn't be as good as what they are, or they should be even better. You can't just say, oh, you know what, league's a write-off. There's more to it. A league consists of 20 teams, and
those 15 teams, the quality that they play better football. I said that earlier in the video. They are playing better football. They're getting better managers.
Yeah.
You know, but
so better.
They are better.
Yeah.
They're better, but the 5 teams that we're used to propelling our league,
and I get that. I
dropped to their level.
But 15 outweighs 5 though. Know what I'm saying? So if they get better, so is the league better?
I know, but it's not like it's not like we've replaced. Like, it's not like that 5 have replaced that 5.
But the 5 still exist. The 5 have still got world-class players.
They're having a bad season.
Harry Kane, and Aubameyang and Pogba, they still ball for these teams.
Yeah.
Do you know, Kante still balls for these teams. It's not like Chelsea are filled with absolute dog crap. Do you know what I mean? It's like
we're not filled with we're filled a lot higher than
it's still a good team, but you have to put respect on players and
but
teams.
I'm not calling anyone shit. Okay, if I've said it, it's just because no one's shit. Like, Burnley are not shit. Wolves are not shit.
But
Chelsea.
Going to Old Trafford, going to Emirates, going to Stamford Bridge for a smaller team like, bro, you man lost to Sheffield, you man lost to Brighton.
Yeah.
But it's an amazing result, regardless of how good or not good you might think your team is. But Chelsea is still a strong team, bro. You wouldn't back Chelsea to lose a game.
No, you wouldn't.
Exactly.
You're not
because Brighton are going there. Granted, because Chelsea's team isn't as good, but Brighton, the other teams are gonna go there. They have that confidence because, bro, you know what, bro, they're getting better.
Yeah.
It's just evolution, innit? Simple. It's just like that's what's gonna happen. It's just gonna happen when you get more money and more exposure.
More money, you know. It's true. You know, players of the quality of like Jean Moutinho wouldn't play for Wolves back in the day.
Exactly.
So you know there is. So I do concede the point that yes, these teams are getting slightly better.
100%. They are.
But they're saying, but we're like we're going. We're going like this. We're getting closer this way.
Then rather that way. And I get that. I understood that.
Everyone's not elevating. If we're meeting on an even playing field.
But I agree with that point. But similarly, I still feel that say next season, Arsenal got Ancelotti and you guys got Zidane. That gap, I think, will increase again.
Yeah, and then next year, if that happens next year, and Chelsea start hitting where they should hit, Arsenal start getting back to fourth, playing good football, then it'll be a season.
A decade.
It'll be that'll be a season. It's not. This is a good season to watch.
Yeah, so if you look at it like a graph, like Nash said, bro, 15 going up. Rather than 5 going down.
No, it's not whole 15. Come on.
But we just said, okay, well, 12 going up.
You know, it's probably more like 10 up and 5 down.
So again, 10 that way is 5.
Yeah, it does. But like I said, just because it's more competitive doesn't mean it's better.
How's it not though?
But because like me and you can have a competitive game of table tennis.
And I'd win.
Yeah, but like you'd get 2 let's say Kadeem and Vin were really good. They would wipe the floor of us, but they're competitive, but they're way better. We're competitive because we're shit, equally as shit. You know what I mean? Just because you're equally as shit doesn't mean it's great.
Yeah.
Just because you're competitive doesn't mean it's a good quality or good standard.
Yeah, I hear that. That's a good point.
I hear that.
Okay, I think the only thing to do for us now is kind of let you guys obviously interact with the topic and get your teeth stuck into it. Obviously, we've not been. I think me and Nasha know what the score is. Like, we're kind of on the same page, but Nick's not really.
Being hard-headed.
Nick's being stubborn.
We're on the same page.
So I think you guys got obviously. We want you to actually, let us know what you think because it's been quite feisty. Let us know. Is the Premier League better today than it was in the past or 10 years ago? Where do you think the Premier League stands in compared to teams that have gone past and in history? Is it better? Is it worse? Is it one of the worst? Is it better than the Leicester season? Is it worse? Obviously, me and Nash said
that season was so woeful.
That was a terrible year.
For me, that is clean cut the worst. Clean cut.
Yeah. So I think it obviously is for you guys to engage with ultimately. Let us know what you think. But until next time, we've been us. A lot to love, our people. Take care.
Take care.